Happening now, crews are putting out hot spots tonight after a 3-alarm fire in Mill Creek this afternoon.
Just a few hours ago, this inferno could be seen from all over Salt Lake County. Utah Fire Authority says it took more than 60 firefighters to bring it under control.
To give you a better idea, this happened at an apartment complex under construction at the corner of Brickyard Road and 1300 East. With first responders still on scene tonight, we have team coverage.
First, Brian SCHNEE shares some of the terrifying moments for nearby businesses. Brian.
Well, Bob and Kelly, just heartbreaking to speak with tenants who actually occupied the adjacent building. It's a strip mall that featured about a dozen small businesses. Many of them felt the heat of the flames, grabbed what they could, and took off.
By the time I got out of my building, in just 3 or 4 minutes, the flames were 150 feet high. It was so hot and intense, it turned off my cell phone because my phone thought it was too hot. I wish I could blame the red eyes on the smoke, but it's sad for me.
It was pretty chaotic. Everybody really started running. We weren't sure, I mean, the heat was so intense already from the fire that everybody was just, we didn't grab anything. We just ran.
This video was taken by Cammie after she got out of the building. Her staff and clients all made it out of the salon safely. They, along with nearly a dozen other tenants in that building, are waiting to see what happens next for their business. Now, most of the fire itself was on the apartment property, but some of that strip mall with the pharmacy and salon did receive damage from the flames and likely from water and smoke as well. Just a traumatizing night for those who had to run from those intense flames. Flames and smoke that could be seen all across the valley tonight. John FRANCHI joining us live now with a closer look at what went down here in Mill Creek earlier this evening. John?
Well, Unified Fire crews are still out here, and you can see why. That smoke behind us is from a hot spot that flared up just in the past 30 minutes. And because of that threat, firefighters will remain out here for several more hours to make sure nothing bigger comes out of that burned building. Now, we want to show you what this fire looked like when it first broke out this evening. This is video sent in to us from viewers who were in the area, and it shows the force of those flames. This was an apartment building that was under construction, and that created some challenges. There are 2 large construction cranes, so firefighters kept the public a safe distance away just in case they came down. Well, thankfully, they didn't. But because this building was basically nothing more than a wood frame that's been under intense heat from our heat wave over the past few days, Unified Fire says that's why it just grew exponentially so quickly.
Construction materials, all the wood and whatever is there, it's already preheated, it's warm. With these heats that we get in the summertime, the relative humidity drops, so the amount of moisture in the atmosphere is next to nothing. So those fuels are going to be incredibly dry, very receptive to heat and flames. So that's why they burn so quickly and so hot.
And still no word yet on what caused this fire. That could take investigators several days to determine. We're told that one person who was not a firefighter was taken to the hospital with some injuries. Now, the fire also caused problems for infrastructure in this neighborhood. Earlier tonight, more than 2,000 customers were without power. But at last check on the Rocky Mountain Power website, that number now down to around 50, and it's expected that they'll have their power restored by 10:30 tonight. Of course, with police and firefighters out here throughout the night and into the morning, they are asking everyone, if you don't need to be down here, please just stay away to give them room to do their work. Reporting live in Mill Creek, John FRANCHI, Fox 13 News, Utah.
John and Brian, thanks so much. We will also continue to update you on this developing story at fox13now.com.
And for the very latest on traffic conditions, tune into Good Day Utah starting at 4:30 tomorrow morning.